and welcome to Season 4, Episode 10 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we have the playoffs. Could be it's at least 2 matches on this episode, could be 3 live com matches, could end in promotion, could end in me being really miserable. But let's see how we got to this point. And spoiler alert, this has been a tough run of games. We did okay in the last game of last episode when we were away to Crawley. We got a goal through Suleimani Koulibaly that picked up the 1-0 win for us. I proclaim myself a tactical genius. I was linked to the Peterborough job again, and the board weren't that happy about it. They're now starting to get a bit grumpy that I'm still keen. I didn't actually declare interest this time, but apparently the odds of me becoming the next Peterborough manager have shortened. But we won't worry about that. What we will worry about is this horrific run of games we then went on. Bearing in mind, this is the last 6 games of the season, when we were still in with a good shout for automatic promotion, wanted good form running into the playoffs, and it just didn't turn out very well at all. We went away to Hartlepool. Koulibaly scored again, which was nice, but we're really struggling without having Cameron Gale. We need him for our system to work. We need to play with wing-backs. It's what we've been set up to do all season long, and we don't really have anyone else who can play out there. So we tried the 4-1-3-2 again in this game. We lost 2-1 away to Hartlepool. We didn't play very well. We played it again in this game. James McKenna was playing in the holding midfield role. He got sent off. We lost 1-0 against Newport. It wasn't ideal. What it did do, though, was force me to have another tactical rethink, because now not only were we without Cameron Gale, which stopped us playing wing-backs, we were also without the only holding midfield player we had at the club in James McKenna. So, and Koulibaly got injured as well, which was handy. He's out for the rest of the season. So against Exeter, we sort of played it was kind of a 4-1-4-1 formation, I guess. Isaiah Osborne came in and played the holding midfield role, and we then did a flat midfield 4 and had Anton Forrester up front on his own. I mean, it was efficient. We didn't ever look like conceding a goal. To be honest, I might use this system again in the away leg of the playoffs, because Scunthorpe finished second in the end and we just nullified them completely. But it didn't ever look like threatening to get a goal at the other end either. And then we lost at home to Exeter. This time we went back to the 3-5-2. John Heron, who we signed in the closed season, a youngster, signed as a winger but can play as a wing-back, came in, played as wing-back. But he's no Cameron Gale. We brought in quite a few of the forgotten men for this game, actually. Tom Nichols and James Demetriou both came in up front, having not featured in the first team squad for months. Didn't make any difference at all, and I'm panicking by this point. So I brought in a few more. And Ryan Donaldson. Well, what can I say about Ryan Donaldson? He was excellent in episode 1 of season 4. Back on Earth 1, when he was just a superb player. Never really done it on Earth 2 for us since we had the crash and had to restart. But he came into the team in this game. I played him as a shadow striker. Cameron Gale was back as well, so it's not all on Donaldson. But we played the 3-5-2, but we pushed Donaldson forward as a shadow striker. He created 2, he scored 1, he was superb. We scored 4 goals. I don't think we've scored 4 goals in any other game this season. Yes, Barnet only finished 18th, but it was nice for our last game of the season to be a significant, convincing win, which puts us into the playoffs. We've got Bristol Rovers in the semi-final. This is how the league finished in the end. So, we were not far away from automatic promotion still. But Bristol Rovers finished 2 places below us. We've got the away leg first, crucially. Because of that win on the last day of the season, we jumped back above them, because they only drew 2-2 with Scunthorpe, which means we now are away in the first leg. Now, we know, apart from anything else, we know we can stifle a team. So now the decision for me is whether I play the 3-5-2 stifling system that we played early in the season, or whether we play the 4-1-4-1 that we used against Scunthorpe that worked so well. I think I'm probably leaning towards the 4-1-4-1 because we know it's worked recently. So let's get that set up. So this is what we're going with. Now, I realise that looks like a horrifically defensive system, but that's exactly what it is, really. We're going away to Bristol Rovers. We'll be happy with a 0-0 in this game. We're going there to not concede. And then we'll switch back to the system we used against Barnet for the home leg, bring Donaldson back in the side, and hopefully just destroy them by running forward and being awesome. So I guess it's a bit of a risk. We've only used this system once before, but like I say, we used it against Scunthorpe. It worked really, really, really well at just stifling them. So fingers crossed it's going to work again today. If it backfires, I'm going to look like a complete clown because we've spent the whole season playing a counter-attacking system that we know has worked all season long. So, you know, I could be about to make one of the biggest mistakes ever made in football management, but you know, I have a feeling that this is the right system to use today, and we've got the option to switch it around if need be. We've got players on the bench who can come on and change the system around for us, but we want a boring game. I know it's an odd thing to say on a live com, but I'd be happy if this was the only highlight we saw, and I'm a little disappointed that it's gone on as long as it has. But there we go, that's finished. So now I'm just going to waffle and hope no highlights appear on the screen, and that it just tootles along to a nice 0-0 at the end of the game, so that we can then bring them back to our place and do to them what we did to Barnet in the last game of the season. Now I know they're a better side than Barnet, but we did play really, really well. Part of me felt we could have perhaps used that system today, but away from home, it just felt a bit too risky. Again, that's something I could end up regretting as well. Christy Pym's done really well there. Ball's come back off the crossbar, and he's collected that together nicely. He's had quite a good season, actually, considering stats-wise and assistant manager report-wise, he's not good enough. Oh, he's not done very well. Right, we're 1-0 down. This changes everything, because we're set up to stop that happening. We've got nothing about us attack-wise at all. I'm going to probably, unless something else happens, give it until half-time, and then we might come out for the second half with the system we used against Barnet and just go for it, even though we're away. Are there away goals in playoffs? That's the sort of thing you'd think I probably would have checked before the game. But yeah, that's the last thing we wanted to see. A goal conceded so early on. McManus has got the ball here, though, out to Gale, who is now fit again. McKenna finds Rolls, who finds Foley. Foley hits the crossbar. Again, if that had just been a couple of inches lower down, that would have changed everything. Because 1-1, assuming there's away goals, even better than 0-0. But it wasn't to be, and they've got another corner. They were dangerous from their last corner. We need to get the ball clear, but we've got no one to clear it to. This is tactical ineptitude on my part. What am I doing, fiddling? Oh no, they're going to score again, and they do, and it's 2-0, and I'm about throwing it all away. This isn't how it worked against Scunthorpe. Oh no. Right, half time, we're making changes. I'm not sure what yet. I guess it depends on whether they score again or whether we pull one back. But we can't go into the second leg. 3 goals down. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? I'm sat here with my head in my hands. This is where I need a camera on me. Oh dear. Can I stop the video now? Do I have to carry on? Stunned into silence. This is not how it was supposed to be. Oh dear, dear, dear. Yeah, that wasn't good enough. Right, let's scream at them. Yeah, you are going to show me something in the second half, because that was rubbish. Right, where are we? That's the system we used. Right, we're bringing Donaldson on, we know that much. It's who else we're leaving on the pitch with him. Right, I think Foley's probably going to make way. McKenna can actually play as centre-back. In the interest of not having to use 2 subs now, I might even use him there as the covering centre-back. Is that a stupid thing to do? Who have we got on the bench? We've got Niall Cant. We haven't even got... Oh, where's McConnell? Why haven't I got him on the bench? Oh, I've messed this up massively. Right, Donaldson comes on. We know that much. And then... In fact, we did this. We tried that for the last 20 minutes against Barnet. And we looked really, really good doing it. Oh, dare I do that now? We're going to go attacking as well. Right, we're rolling the dice here. Let's do this and see what happens. Right, go on, let's go and score straight away from the kickoff. That would be awesome. Right, Pack's got the ball, gets it out to Tilney. Tilney in a good crossing position. Rolls back to McKenna. Have I got Novak and McManus the right way around, actually? Just better check. Yep, that'll do. Okay. Right. I can't believe, after not playing him all season, I'm pinning all my hopes on Ryan Donaldson now. Oh, I thought they were going to score again. I was close to vomiting it all over my laptop. If they'd have scored again, then that would have been hideous. Oh, but that's a great ball out to Cameron Gale, who finds Novak. Novak gets it out to Tilney. We've kind of taken the pace out of this attack a little bit. But it's found its way back out to Gale wide again, who finds Pack to Donaldson. Donaldson threads it through to Novak, and we've got one back. Still 40 minutes left to play today. Lee Novak, he's been really disappointing since he signed permanently for us. That's only his 5th goal since being a permanent player. He got that many on loan before he signed permanently. But he scored at a crucial time there, and it was Ryan Donaldson's through ball. Why have I not been playing that man all season? What did he do to upset me? I need to watch back through the videos, because he must have done something. Donaldson finds Gale. Gale now with the cross to McManus, and it's 3-2. We're still only 8 minutes into the second half. This is ridiculous. Have I stumbled across my new system? Donaldson does superbly again. And McManus with a lovely headed finish. Oh, this is on. Do we start? Now I'm thinking, do I keep attacking or do I drop back to control at some point? We don't want to leave big gaping holes at the back. But we're playing well all of a sudden. We've got to go for an equaliser. Why not? I said we were rolling the dice. Let's keep it rolling. It's all gone a little bit quiet. But what a difference that first 10 minutes of the second half has made to this tie. Right. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Ben Tilney isn't having a great game. Have we got Titonda on the bench? We have. He's got a yellow card as well, actually, so let's take him off. I feel like I should probably take off McKenna and drop to a back three soon. So I think Niall Canavan, he's out warming up at the moment. He's going to be coming on in a few minutes, assuming we don't concede another goal. And we're going to drop back to control for the last 10 minutes or so with a proper back three. So McKenna's actually been playing okay. I might take off Jack Rolls. And we're going to bring Winard on actually rather than Canavan. So Jack Rolls off, Winard on. McKenna can go there. And then we'll put the peg in the middle. And we're going to drop down to control. We don't want to concede again. Now 3-2 is fantastic compared to where we were at half time. 4-2 is starting to look insurmountable again. So we kind of have to balance it a little bit for these last 10 minutes or so. Oh, we don't want to see a Bristol Rovers free kick there. That was their first clear-cut chance of the game. So they've got 3 goals against, well, not against the run of play because they've controlled possession, but 3 goals probably we shouldn't have conceded. And it looks like it's going to end up 3-2. And that's that. Well, it's not exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, let's shout at them again. Despite them having an excellent comeback. But that's fired them up, that's good. Right, let's fast forward on to the return leg. Right, second leg, we're at home. This is what we're going with. So we're going with the 5-2-1-2 from the start. We're not having them that way around. The peg's going to be the covering defender. We've got Ray out on one side, Winard on the other. The reason we didn't have McConnell on the bench last game is he was injured. In fact, he's probably can come back on the bench now. He's still not right for match fitness, which is why Winard starts ahead of him. We've got Tilney and Gale as our fullbacks on attacking, Pack and Rolls in midfield, and then a front three. We're going with Donaldson as the shadow striker, Forrester as a deep line forward, and McManus as the advance forward. Lee Novak drops to the bench to let Anton Forrester back in the side, just because he suits that deep line forward role a little better, and that works better with Ryan Donaldson in the shadow striker role. But Novak's definitely there to come off the bench if we need him. And then also on the bench, we've got Sam Foley and Tom Nichols as attacking options if we need them. So, let's get this over with. I feel ill. Right, Forrester's not fully fit. So, already, Lee Novak, half-time change. Yes, the chairman's lovely. So, They're playing a back three, which is interesting because we're basically playing a front three. So we could be able to keep them quite busy. Yeah, we do owe it to them. Go get revenge. Oh, look, I've motivated some footballers. This is new. Right, let's go. Let's score from the kickoff. That'd be lovely. That brings it back level. That's a poor ball to Tilney, but I found Donaldson with it. It comes back out to Tilney. Tilney, I'm not sure. Was that a cross? Was that a shot? It went towards their goal. It didn't count as a shot, but I'd chalk it up as one if I was in charge, which is probably why I'm not. Right, complete reversed expectations from last game. We want lots of highlights and lots of goals today, which probably means we'll get neither. McManus with the cross finds Forrester, finds Gale, and Gale has made it 1-0. That's 3-3 on aggregate, and that is exactly the start we needed to this game. Now I still didn't look up if away goals count. What am I thinking? They probably don't, because we don't have the little A that's appeared next to us. So I think it's just a case of we need to score more than they do today. Who'd have thought it? So, oh no, why have they got a corner? And they've hit the. Why are we letting them hit the post? Why have they got another corner? This wasn't in the game plan. Right, we need to get the ball away, which is the other end of the pitch. Right, let's tackle him. Okay, we're gradually working them back. That's better than nothing, I suppose. Gale makes the tackle. Oh, what a signing he was. Clears the ball. And the danger is over for a few more minutes. We do have a slight problem in that our pitch is awful as well. It's going to need relaying in the summer, so we've actually gone to a more direct passing style today, just because if we try and pass the ball around on our pitch, we're going to get hammered. We did that against Barnet as well. We went more direct, and it seemed to work against them, so we're doing it again today. Hopefully, again, it's not something that's going to come back and bite me. I don't know why I'm fiddling so much in the playoffs. You know, we qualified for the playoffs playing pretty much the same system for maybe 38 of the 46 regular league games. Probably should have just carried that all the way through, but we'll worry about that if it doesn't work. If we get promoted, I'm going to call myself a tactician. I might have a badge made. Right, yes, we can still win. Let's be passionate again. Come on, it's a playoff semi-final, second leg. Yeah, you can still win tonight. Has that had any impact? They're happy. I don't know if happy's good, but that's all they're getting. Come on, lads. We've done incredibly well to get back to the level in this game after that first half of the first leg. If you take that out of the equation, when that was all my fault with tactical nonsense, we deserve to go through to the final. We've played really well for the last two halves of this tie. Long ball up to Forrester, who ends the highlight. It's because he ran back into his own half. The match engine ended the highlight to punish him. This is going to be a Bristol attack here, I fear. Can we close their player down? Tilney is beaten, and he's going to get a cross in here. This is looking dangerous, and they've scored. And that is not what we needed. We're now behind again in this tie. It's 1-1 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate. And Tilney was beaten far too easily there. And when we've got 5 players in the box and they've got 1, how did that hit a yellow shirt? Really need to be having a word with all 5 of those defenders we had back there. One of them should have got there before he did, or at least shoved him out the way. I'd rather give a penalty than give away a soft goal like that. Come on, lads. Right, why are we still control? We should be attacking. We need to go for it. We've got a corner, though. McManus is chasing back. Can he whip the ball back in? Doesn't seem like he wants to, but he finds Gale out wide. Gale hits it across to Tilney. Tilney with the cross. That was a lovely cross. It's come back out to Gale again, and we've got a penalty. I don't even know who our penalty taker is. It's been so long since we've had a penalty. Have I ever even had a penalty as Exeter manager? Jack Rolls. Why is Jack Rolls the penalty taker? He scored, but that's his first ever goal. He's still a teenager, I think. He's only really broken into the team over the last 2 or 3 months. I'm an idiot for not setting a proper penalty taker, and why a football manager giving it to him, but who cares? He scored. He showed he's going to be a superstar for us next season. And we are now attacking. We need to go for it. We've got half an hour left. And Anton Forrester has justified his selection with 2 assists and a great performance, but I'm not sure how much longer he's going to last. Lee Novak is racing up and down the touchline, getting ready to come on. Keeps shouting some things about me about, you paid 100 grand for me, why aren't I on the pitch? And we've just conceded another goal and we're behind again. Conceding goals in the second leg was never part of the game plan. And again, we massively outnumber them. Why? We've got much more pressing switched on in our team instructions, and we've got a player on the edge of our area who has got nobody pressing him. I don't understand what the buttons do on this game, clearly. Right, we've got 25 minutes to salvage something from our season. Not like this, come on. We need to get the ball back. We need to at least push this into extra time. But that is a long ball over the top. Oh dear. That's been our nemesis all season long. Right. Forrester is not as tired as I thought he would be, so I think I'm actually going to bring Novak on for McManus. Can Forrester go and play as an advanced forward? Yeah, of course he can. What else can we do? Ryan Donaldson has been anonymous, but he is the player who's got that little spark of something about him and could just do something awesome. I need to keep him on. There's not really another change that's springing out to me here. No, we're just going to make the one change. I think we've got our best team on the pitch at the moment. Oh, come on, Exeter. Oh, lovely flick on from Gale, and it falls back to him again. Can he get the cross in here? He does. Forrester can't keep hold of it. Rolls can't get to the ball, and we're looking like the second best team here now. They're beating us to every free ball, and they're going to go and score again. And I fear when they do, it's going to be all over, and we're just not closing down enough. And there it is. That's your lot. Season over. Shall I end the episode here? Or have I got a ridiculous... Why would I want to see a replay? Have I got a ridiculous last throw of the dice I can go for here? Oh dear. Right, I'm bringing Tom Nichols on for Winard. I haven't decided where I'm going to play him yet, but he's an attacking player. Bear with me, I'm going somewhere with this. I think. No, put you there. You can be an advanced forward. You are in the way. What can I make you? I kind of want you here or here, but I know you can't play as an attacking midfielder, so you're just going to get in Donaldson's way. That might work. Let's overload, and let's just look. Much more closing down. Why are we not doing that? Let's just lump the ball forward. Go route one. We've got 4 strikers on the pitch. Oh, we're going to concede another 4 goals, aren't we? Alright. Here we go then. Forrest. Oh, Novak. Nearly. That was a clear-cut chance. Oh. It's probably for the best that we're not going to come back playing this system, because you know full well I'd spend the first half of next season thinking that my new creation is the correct way to play football. And yeah, this is this is ending horrifically. What a horrible end to the season. I've got to do a review of the season after this. Can my review of the season just be a video of me throwing my laptop in a swimming pool? Ugh. This is awful. I'm tempted to switch to a more defensive system just so I don't have to keep watching us concede goals, but I've not got it in me. There's still part of me that thinks, we could score 3 goals in the last 5 minutes. It's happened before, probably, somewhere. If you've got any evidence of that ever happening before, feel free to let me know in the comments. Yep, that was we've got 4 strikers on the pitch. We just hit a long ball, and there was no strikers anywhere near where the ball landed. And if Exeter don't sack me after this match, I don't understand. Well, they shouldn't really. We've still had a good season, but I've made myself. This is basically ruling me out of getting the Peterborough job. They escaped relegation, by the way, in the Championship. Finished 21st. I imagine the Peterborough board are sat watching this game to see what a tactical genius I am, decide if they want to make an approach for me over the summer. And they've just watched me concede 8 goals over 2 legs against Bristol Rovers. Oh dear, 9 goals make that. Oh no, there we go. We only lost 5-2 in the end. Well, that wasn't in the script, was it? Let's shout at them. Yeah, I'm far from pleased with that result. What a pile of turd that was. So let's do a quick review of the season. I don't really want to. Right, let's get this onto selection so we can pick out who some of the better players were. So as you can see, we have been massively punching above our weight. We've only had 3 players who've actually averaged above 7. So for us to finish 5th, I guess we were onto something with that counter-attacking tactic, and it shows that the players we've got were never really good enough to get promoted anyway, and we would have got absolutely battered in League One if we had have gone up. Cameron Gale, player of the season, and illustrated by the fact that when he wasn't available, that's when the wheels fell off. If he'd have stayed fit, who knows, automatic promotion might have happened, and then we could have had a really good fun season next year of getting beaten every week and relegated. Marlon Pack, I identified him as a superstar when he signed. He has been very, very good. And Sam Foley as well, been a good signing. The rest of them, meh. And the big problem was goals. We just haven't got a proper striker. Declan McManus got 12 goals. No, not good enough. Forrester, 10 goals. Not good enough. Koulibaly, 8 goals from 9 starts. Looks impressive, but a lot of those goals were when he came off the bench with 10 minutes to go, and he was quite effective as an impact player. Whenever he started, he didn't really pull up any trees. And Novak, we spent 100 grand on. Bit of a waste of money. Donaldson, what might have happened if I'd have played him all season? I mean, really, he showed in that last game probably why I fell out with him in the first place. He has the potential to be very, very good, but also has the potential to just be anonymous for an entire match. And that's what he did in the second leg. If he'd have played as well as he did against Barnet, or as well as he did in the first leg, we'd be preparing for a playoff final now. Finance-wise, we have got some positives. We've still got a whole load of money in the bank, and we've got a decent-sized transfer budget going into next season. There's a few players on their way out of the club with contracts that are up for renewal, and I've already got my eye on some players that we can bring in. I'm desperate to bring in a striker, so hopefully that's going to happen. And that was how the league table finished. Where are we? Newport Bristol Rovers in the playoff final. Ugh, hideous. Not a bad season, really. If we compare it to, where are we? Season preview, that's what we want. So if we look at the season preview, the media prediction was 17th. So for us to finish 5th, I guess it does have to go down as a good season. It's just a really, really disgusting way for the season to end. But what can you do? I'll be back with a new season tomorrow. For once, probably without changing jobs as well. I can't imagine I'm going to, unless the Peterborough job becomes available. Up until the last month of gameplay, I've been enjoying my time at Exeter. So I'll give them a second season, see if we can match these giddy heights and push for the playoffs again next year. But if you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me and subscribe so that you don't miss out on the start of Season 5 tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching.